Cumple tus objetivos con el inglés. Un año de inglés con el apoyo de los mejores tutores online. Apúntate en curso de Inglés Online TVE.com y por menos de €1 al día.
Hello again. Welcome back. All right. This sentence, listen. Were our names on the list? No, they weren't. ¿Has entendido? Repito. Were our names on the list? No, they weren't. Okay. ¿Figuraban nuestros nombres en la lista? ¿Eran o estaban nuestros nombres en la lista? Were. Were. Es un sonido oscuro para el hispanohablante. Were our names. Estaban nuestros nombres. Were our names en la lista, on the list. No se dice in the list, on the list. Un poco más rápido, sin ir rápido. Were our names es difícil, de decir, incluso para mí, de articular con alta resolución y rapidez. Were our names on the list? No, they weren't. No lo estaban. No, they weren't. No digáis weren't. Es una sola sílaba. No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
Hola y bienvenidos a la clase 190. Ahora vamos a ver la frase Were our names on the list? No, they weren't. ¿Estaban nuestros nombres en la lista? No, no estaban. Y ahora nos centraremos en la primera parte de la frase Were our names? Were, pasado simple y de plural. Aquí names, nombres y no solo name en singular. Were our names. Muchas veces la gente me pregunta, ¿pero qué estás diciendo cuando yo digo la palabra are? Sí, suena como la letra R, are. Pero estoy diciendo nuestro o nuestra. O nuestros o nuestras. Es un acento un poco de Londres y no decimos our, es Pero también puedes decir, te dejo decir our, pero yo digo así que hay que acostumbrarte. Entonces, were our names. Más ejemplos con were our names, ahora que entiendes lo que estoy diciendo. Were our names spelt correctly? ¿Nuestros nombres estaban deletreados correctamente? Sí, yes they were.
Yo, people, it's me, your favorite DJ live for you. Estoy esperando las nominaciones de los premios musicales 2014. Mi amigo y yo esperamos estar nominados. Well, were our names there? Were our names there? Were they? That's how you say, ¿estaban nuestros nombres ahí? Were our names there? Come on, say it with me. Were our names there? Well, were they? Were our names there? Were our No. Well, what about DJ Ice? Was his name there? Yes. Oh, my. And what about DJ Heaven? Was his name there? Yes. They weren't there. Our names weren't there. Bueno, por lo menos puedo asistir a los premios. Were our names on the invitations list? No, they weren't. This is a sad day for music.
Ahora vamos a ver la segunda parte que es on the list. Antes vimos were, are, ¿sí? Are, our, nuestro. Were our names. Ahora on the list. Otra vez la preposición on, que igual para un español no tiene sentido. On the list. ¿Y por qué no in the list? Porque está escrito on un papel. On the list. On the paper. On. On the, saca la lengua. On the list. Entonces, más ejemplos con on the list. Why aren't our names on the list? ¿Por qué nuestros nombres no están en la lista? Why aren't they on the list? Why aren't our names on the VIP list? La palabra del día. ¿Por qué nuestros nombres no salen en la lista del VIP? VIP, no en inglés, no puedes decir VIP. Tienes que decir VIP. Practícalo. VIP. Are you a VIP? I'm sure you are. ¿Y qué significa VIP? Very, important person. Sí lo eres.
What's this? What's this? Buenas noticias. La lista de las mejores limpiadoras ya ha salido. Y tú, Mildred, Agatha y Dolores, estáis en la lista. Your names are in the list. ¿In the list? ¿In the list? No, pero ¿qué es esto? Se dice on the list. On the list. En la lista. On the list. Esto lo voy a corregir. Es que jamás se dice in the list. Es on the list. On. Ahora sí que me puedo emocionar. ¡Qué bien! Our names are on the list. Were our names on the list last year? No creo. But our names are on the list this year. Todo nuestro trabajo ha dado buenos resultados. Yeah, all of our hard work is paying off. Yes, our names are on the list. I'm going to tell the girls that their names are on the list. Girls, our names are on the list. The best cleaner list. Our names are on the list.
Ahora vamos a ver más respuestas cortas. Hay que practicarlos hasta que te salga con naturalidad. Were they? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, they were. Muy bien. Was he? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, he was. O no, he wasn't. Muy bien. Aquí estamos practicando con el verbo to be en el pasado simple. Entonces, la frase de hoy es were our names on the list? Y la respuesta corta es no, they weren't. Were not contraído. No, they weren't. Eso, muy bien. Y ahora más. Te pongo a prueba. Were our brothers there? No, they weren't. ¿Estaban allí nuestros hermanos? No, they weren't. And our sisters? No, they weren't. Muy bien. And our mother? En negativo, no, she wasn't. And our father? No, he wasn't. Muy bien, muy bien. Y ahora vamos a ver toda la frase otra vez. Were our names. ¿Cómo pronuncias nuestro, nuestra, nuestros o nuestras tú? Muy bien. Our o our. Our vale también. Were our names on the list y no in the list? No, they weren't. I'm sorry.
Bueno, pues ayer fue la fiesta del siglo. Pero ¿sabes qué? Mis amigos y yo no estábamos invitados. Because our names weren't on the list. Nuestros nombres no estaban en la lista. No, they weren't. Were our names on the list? No, they weren't. Pero bueno, no importa, porque luego me han dicho que fue así la fiesta, ¿sabes? ¿Estuvieron bien las bebidas? Were the drinks good? No, they weren't. Were the sandwiches good? No, they weren't. Me han dicho que no, así que no, they weren't. ¿Has visto cómo contesto? No, they weren't. Porque es más de una cosita. The drinks, were they good? No, they weren't. The sandwiches, were they good? Were the sandwiches good? No, they weren't. Dilo tú. No, they weren't. Very good. Pues eso. Así que no me da mucha envidia. The songs they played. Las canciones que pusieron. Were they good? No, they weren't. A mí es que me lo han dicho, ¿sabes? O sea, I mean, the guys, los chicos, were they good looking? ¿Eran guapetes? Pues me han dicho que no. No, they weren't. The guests, los invitados, were they classy like me? No, they weren't.
Hello again. Una frase interesante que mezcla. Vemos en la frase el presente perfecto continuo y el presente perfecto simple. Escuchad. Lleva 2 horas leyendo, pero solo ha leído 2 páginas. Por ejemplo, he has been. Ha estado leyendo, literalmente. He's been reading. Hago la contracción he's been reading for 2 hours. Lleva 2 horas leyendo, pero solo ha leído 5 páginas, no 2. But he's only read 5 pages. En ambos casos, con el continuo y con el simple, uso la contracción he's para he has. Escuchad de nuevo. He's been reading for 2 hours, no for 5 hours. I'm confusing the times. He's been reading for 2 hours, but he's only read 5 pages hasta ahora, so far. Hasta ahora, so far. Hasta ahora, so far. Hasta ahora, so far. Only 2 pages, 5 pages so far.
Hola, bienvenidos a la clase número 190. Y la frase de hoy es: He's been reading for 2 hours, but he's only read 5 pages so far. En español, él lleva leyendo 2 horas, pero de momento solo ha leído 5 páginas. Bien, vamos con la primera parte. He's been reading. En otras palabras, él lleva leyendo. Ahora aquí tenemos el present perfect continuous. He has been reading. Es el has been en tercera persona del singular más el gerundio del verbo principal. Reading en este caso. Cuidado que no es reading, sino reading. Reading. Muy bien. Vamos a ver algunos ejemplos. He's been reading the instruction manual for an hour. They've been reading out loud in class for a year. Y aquí tenemos la palabra ya out loud, en alto, en voz alta. Muy bien. Vamos con un último ejemplo. They've been reading the company policy. Muy bien. Nos vemos en la siguiente parte.
¿Quieres que te diga lo que estás haciendo ahora mismo? Yeah? Okay, well, let me see. I can see... you've been watching TV for 20 minutes. That's right. Impressed, aren't you? Let me see. I can tell you what your neighbor is doing. He's been reading. That's right. He's been reading a magazine for about an hour now, hasn't he? I would be impressed too. Ha estado leyendo. He's been reading. 3 palabras. He's been reading. Dilo conmigo. He's been reading. Good. Still not impressed, eh? Oh, I can see your brother. He's been reading too. He's been reading the newspaper while he's been having breakfast. Impressive, I know. You want to hear more? Wait, let me see. I can see a woman. She's been trying to contact you. Oh, and we're out of time. You'll have to come see me if you want to hear more.
Bien, vamos con la segunda parte de la frase de hoy, que es He's only read. En español, él solo ha leído, o solamente ha leído, o únicamente ha leído. Bien, y aquí tenemos el present perfect simple. Has read. He has only read. Con la contracción de he's para que suene más natural. Ahora, el only lo ponemos entre el has y el read. O sea, entre el auxiliar y el verbo principal. He has only read. He's only read. Vamos a ver algunos ejemplos. He's only read a couple of pages out loud. La palabra al día, en voz alta, out loud. She's only read half of the report. Ella solo ha leído la mitad del informe. He's read most of the book, but he's only read the introduction in the next book. Ahora, con otros verbos. She's only heard the beginning. She missed the end. Y he's only written 5 pages so far, but he's been writing all week. Muy bien, nos vemos en la siguiente parte.
A message from my little brother. He wants me to help him with his homework. Yeah, apparently he has to read 5 chapters of some book, and he's only read 1. So, of course, he asks me, his helpful, friendly big brother. Wait, he has to read 5 chapters and he's only read 1. Solo ha leído un capítulo. He's only read 1 chapter. He has to read 5 chapters. So, how many has he read? Exactly, he's only read 1 chapter. He's so lazy. You know, it's hard to believe that he's my brother. It's hard to believe we're from the same family. He wants me to help him with his homework. He has to read 5 chapters, and he's only read 1. Well, I have enough work of my own around here. If he wants me to help him, he'll have to read more. He's only read 1 chapter. So lazy. Now, where are my magazines? I've only been able to read 1 page.
Bien, vamos con la tercera y última parte de la frase de hoy, que es so far. Es decir, en español, hasta ahora o de momento. So far. Ahora, so far se usa típicamente con el present perfect simple. Por ejemplo, I've only read, solo he leído, I've only read 5 pages so far. Solo he leído 5 páginas hasta ahora, o de momento. He's written 4 reports so far today. También podemos mencionar hoy. Hasta ahora, hoy. Or so far this week. Por ejemplo, I've been working all day, but I've only finished a couple of things so far. Otro ejemplo más. Don't tell me you've been calling all day, but you've only spoken to him once so far. Y ahora, ¿cómo se dice en inglés? Llevo practicando 2 horas, pero solo he memorizado 3 frases. A ver. Muy bien. I've been practicing for 2 hours, but I've only memorized 3 phrases so far. Muy bien. Nos vemos en la siguiente clase.
Well, you know what? Maybe asking Destiny to marry me was a mistake. I've got the ring right here, but maybe it was a mistake because I'm trying to write my vows, you know? I've got them right here. My vows, you know, votos matrimoniales. But so far, I've only written 2 lines. So far. Hasta ahora. So far. So far, I've only written 2 lines. And I talked to Destiny, and she said that so far, she's only written 1 line. Let me show you what I have so far. Destiny, you've made me happy so far. And I don't have any complaints about you so far. Well, it sounds pretty good so far, but I'm trying to get more inspiration, you know? I'm an artist. I'm supposed to be good at writing things. So far, nothing is coming to me. Nothing is coming into my mind, you know? I don't know. I guess this is okay so far, but I need to write a lot more.
Hello again, welcome back. Okay, our new sentence. We'd love, nos encantaría contratar a otra persona. We'd love to hire. Escrito ire con H. Hire es contratar, lo sabéis. We'd love to hire another person, but it comes down to a question of money. Se reduce a una cuestión de dinero. Todo se reduce a una cuestión de dinero aquí. It all comes down. It comes down, aquí la frase dice, it comes down to a question of money, una cuestión del dinero o de dinero. It comes down to. Solemos insertar all. It all comes down. Todo se reduce a una cuestión de dinero. It all comes down to a question of money. And we'd love to hire another person. We'd love, nos encantaría. Yeah, we'd love to hire another person. But it comes down to. It comes down to. It comes down to, it all comes down to a question of money, a question of money, money, money. Hello, my friend. It's time for another sentence, so welcome back. And let's continue working. Listen, we'd love to hire another person, but it comes down to a question of money. We'd love to hire another person, but it comes down to a question of money. Sí, nos encantaría contratar a otra persona, pero se reduce a una cuestión de dinero. It comes down to a question of money. We'd love to hire. Hire es contratar. Personal, o también en el Reino Unido, contratar un coche o alquilar un coche. To hire a car. En uso decimos rent a car. Pero tratando de personas, en todos los sitios se dice hire. To hire personnel. To hire manpower. To hire people. To hire a secretary. To hire a manager. To hire. We'd love to hire another person, but it comes down to a question of money. We'd love to hire another person, but it comes down to a question of money, to hire. Yes, our company now, we're hiring people, and we hire about one person per month, about 7 or 8 or 9 people per year. We hire a lot of people.
I've had it up to here. I just heard Felicity fun, talking to someone saying that she wants to hire someone. Felicity wants to hire someone? I mean, who does she think she is? I'm the one that hires people around here. So Felicity would love to hire someone? Well, I would love to hire someone too. It's not Felicity's job to hire anybody. It's not George's job to hire someone. It's not Margaret's job to hire someone. It's not Mike's job to hire someone. And it's certainly not Felicity's job to hire someone. I'm the only one who hires people around here. We say to hire someone, not to hire to someone, to hire someone. I'm gonna call Felicity. Hi, Felicity. Yes, listen, I was thinking maybe we could talk about the possibility of hiring another person. I heard you say that you would love to hire another person. Well, I'd love to hire another person too. I'd love to hire another person to replace you.
All right, part 2. We'd love to hire, nos encantaría contratar a otra persona. We'd love to hire another person, pero todo se reduce a una cuestión de dinero. But it comes down, como una destilación que sale una esencia pura que es, no hay dinero. It comes down to a question of money. También se admite it boils, como hervir, cocer. It boils down to a question of money. It comes down to, it boils down to. Both are basically the same. It comes down to a question of money. It comes down to, everything comes down to a question of money. And the word of the day is dos palabras. Tiempo bomba. Bomba de relojería. Time bomb. Time bomb. The economic situation in this country is a time bomb waiting to explode. The social situation in the South is a time bomb waiting to explode. And everything comes down to political and social policies, because socially, the situation is a time bomb. La B última en time bomb is muda. It's a time bomb waiting to explode.
Ole! It's a great day in Spain. And a great day to get some work done, actually. But, you know, getting work done, it all comes down to staying focused. I often work outside because the weather is so beautiful. But, to be honest, I find that I get more work done when I'm inside. I have fewer distractions. It all comes down to self-control. It all comes down to. Se reduce a. It all comes down to self-control. That's right, in terms of being productive and getting work done. Because actually, I have a lot to do. I'm thinking about hiring someone for the magazine. You see, I make some important decisions. But writing for the magazine, it takes a lot of things. It all comes down to, well, language skills. Do you have the language skills, both in English and in Spanish, like I have? You need the language skills, you need knowledge of Spain. It all comes down to knowledge of Spain, knowledge of Spanish culture, knowledge of Spanish language, knowledge of Spanish food. It all comes down to all of these things. So many factors that have to be considered. In fact, I think I need to hire a Spanish person.
All right, part 3. We'd love to hire another person, but it comes down to a question of money. Se reduce a una cuestión de dinero, a question of money. We'd love to hire another person, ¿quién no? But it comes down to a question of money. There isn't enough money. It comes down to a question. Una cuestión de, it's the same in Spanish, and it's una cuestión de dinero. Se trata de un problema de dinero. It's a question of money. O sea, ¿es una cuestión de o se trata de? ¿De qué se trata? What's the question here? It's a question of who. Se trata de quién debería ser la persona más indicada para hablar por televisión, yo o mi colega. It's a question of who. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of who should be the TV star, me or my colleague. Yeah. And here it's not a question of money. It's a question of skill. It's a question of ability. It's a question of self-confidence. It's a question of makeup. Yeah, it's also a question of makeup. It's a question of accent. There's a lot of British accents on this program. We need to compensate with some American accents. It's a question of.
Hi everyone, Felicity here. You know, I'm doing a new theatre play in the hotel. It's called 17 Going on 18. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. But Harriet said I'm not allowed to hire an actor. She said no famous actors because it comes down to money. It's a question of money. Oh, it's no fun. It's a question of money. Oh, everything in this hotel is a question of money. Oh, repeat with me. It always comes down to a question of money. Oh. Perfect. It's true. It always comes down to a question of money. It's no fun. I wanted to hire a famous actor to come because I'm going to be in the play, obviously. And I thought it would be so much fun to hire a famous actor. But it always comes down to money. It's a question of money, Felicity. Oh. Then I wanted to have wonderful costumes, but it's a question of money. Oh, it's rubbish. I know. I'll ask Mike. It's just a question of asking him. Mike, it's Felicity.
Cumple tus objetivos con el inglés. Un año de inglés con el apoyo de los mejores tutores online. Apúntate en curso de inglés online TVE.com y por menos de €1 al día.